will fill the gates again. And we should just about be right now. Red lights, racing immediately, and a perfect dispatch away. I Am Voodoo in the centre of the line, bounce well. Arasphere showing speed. Enough Pills is right up there as well, but the favourites on top early. Arasphere, a half to Enough Pills. Just off those out deeper, Mr. Galazi, then Minimal. I Am Voodoo now fifth. Tarps is very wide. Behind those runners, Pantaleone, then followed by Demitas. Minimal drifting back. One and only Bador Romance is last of all. 500 metres left to run at halfway. Arasphere leads by Nick, Mr. Galazi. I Am Voodoo third, then followed Enough Pills and Tarps. Minimal next, then followed Pantaleone. Demitas, one and only. Around past the 300 metres mark, and it's Arasphere with a fight on its hands, the favourite. Moving up on the outside, Mr. Galazi. I Am Voodoo, the far side, running on. Then one and only. Arasphere digging in, 100 metres left to run. Mr. Galazi about a neck away. Arasphere, Mr. Galazi, one last thrust and will win. Mr. Galazi beat either Arasphere or one and only. It's a photo of the minors. I Am Voodoo's run fourth, then followed by Bador Romance, Demitas. Further back to Tarps. Next in was Pantaleone, and then Minimal and Enough Pills last of all.
So Mr. Galazi on the outside has got up there. Number 12, one and only, could get that second ahead of Arasphere. And then number 3, I Am Voodoo, back in fourth. So those three really got away from the fourth horse, I Am Voodoo, past the post. And he had to undergo a veterinary examination. We saw all of that unfold, though we were in the dark for a while, but apparently the horse had dislodged his bridle. We'll hear more shortly. Ridden by Corey Sutherland and trained by David Murphy. He's just missed a consistency in these races on a Saturday. Corey waited as long as he could and then put a couple behind the saddle. You can see Arasphere, who led. Surprised me that they led with her, but she was wanting to shift in a little bit under pressure late there and might have been worried out of that second spot by the grey on the outside there, one and only. 4, 12, 9 and 3. 4, 12, 9 and 3. Mr. Galazi, there were two well backed in the race. Arasphere, Paul, and Mr. Galazi was clearly best back to beat her.
But Mr. Galazi, great training performance by David Murphy. I got him here, Murph, and no trial, but he was fit enough to go first up.
Mate, he was in at Ipswich, I think, was it a week ago, and he just drew a bit tricky out there. I thought he would have been hard to beat, but it was a blessing, really, because there's more prize money here.
There certainly is, and 3 kilo claim for Corey Sutherland, and you needed that late.
Oh, 100%, mate. It was never going to be easy out there. I said to Corey, he might get stuck 3 deep, but you just got to keep him rolling. As you know, Joyce, he's one-dimensional. You can't hold him up, all that sort of stuff. So,
anything behind the gates here? It looks as though you somehow got the bridle off. A few nervous moments?
Oh, mate, I don't want to say what I feel, so I'll get in trouble.
All right, well, anyway, you've got another win out of him. He's been a great horse for you, and what's the plans this prep?
Mate, that was a benchmark 70, so he'll probably step up. I think he's won 6 or 7 now, isn't he? Something like that. So he'll probably just race around the city here. I don't think he's going to get any further than that, but he's honest and he tries hard.
Oh, he sure does. Very honest, tries hard, and you got the cash today. Well done.
Thanks, Joycey.
Trainer David Murphy there in the first race. Those numbers are up on the semaphore board now. 4, 12, 9 and 3. The time was 58.52. The last 600, 34.34. And the margin was a half neck by a short head. So a half neck by a short head. So a very busy finish in the first, and the second favourite, Mr. Galazi, running down late over top of the original favourite, Arasphere, and one and only the grey dived late and snared second. So 4, 12, 9 and 3. Corey Sutherland, it was only a couple of weeks ago he rode his first Metropolitan winner. Off the top of my head, I think he's up to about 5, if not 6 already. So he's had a real good couple of weeks, and that was a nice ride on Mr. Galazi. Just remained patient outside Arasphere, didn't go too early, and in the end got there just in the nick of time. We'll have a quick chat to Corey now. Corey, quick chat. 3 kilo claim, mate, and really needed it late.
Yeah, he did 100%. Obviously, it was a good run first up here, and I just tried to keep him held together as long as possible along straight here at Eagle Farm. And he's not really a horse you need to throw everything out. He's just more keeping balanced, and he doesn't really like the whip that much. Gave him 1 or 2 on the right. He wanted to get out a bit, but keep him balanced, keep him running. And look, he's very good today. So big thanks to Mr. Murphy and the connections.
Having a good run in town at the moment, aren't you?
Yeah, it's pretty good. So just keep showing up and doing my best, and the results come. So.
How many is that now in town?
5, I think, 5 or 6. And
That's just what I said, 5 or 6. I wasn't sure, but it's one of them. You better weigh in. Well done.
will do. Thanks, Joycey.
All right, Corey Sutherland there. Yes, he's ridden either 5 or 6 Metropolitan winners, but we're both in the same range there. 4, 12, 9 and 3. That takes us away from the first here at Eagle Farm.
What I need, and if I share with you.
Red light. Set. Starter holds. Now right, they're away. Without Parallel left well off the inside. Bereska was about worse than midfield into stride, the favourite. Without Parallel just leads Petite Palace early on. Queen Star jumps into third. Joy of Plenty fourth and Just Precious fifth as they settle down. 2 lengths away to Bereska on the outside. A Creativity miss. Then Esprit de Jeu wants some more of it. And Hey Chardonnay has gone back to last. 700 metres left to run. Without Parallel in front, leading half a length Petite Palace. 2 lengths away Queen Star in third, Joy of Plenty fourth. Now Bereska's been on a 3 wide trip. She's got up to fifth on the outside of Just Precious. Wants some more of it. Creativity miss. Esprit de Jeu back to second last. And Hey Chardonnay is last of all. Topping the straight and in front Without Parallel by about 3 parts of a length from Petite Palace in second. Then Queen Star, Bereska, a bit one-paced at the moment. Just Precious behind those. Creativity miss went back to the far side with Joy of Plenty. Without Parallel giving a sight here, 120 to go. Bereska now starting to come. Without Parallel, a length clear from Bereska. Without Parallel's gripping on, and the picket fence continues. Without Parallel, she remains unbeaten. She beat Bereska a half in the end. Petite Palace third, Kemra fourth, Hey Chardonnay or Just Precious. Then a Esprit de Jeu, Joy of Plenty, Queen Star wants some more of it, and Creativity miss towards the tail end of the field.
Well, that's 3 starts, 3 wins for Without Parallel. Trained by Matt Dunn at Murwillumbah, ridden by Damien Thornton, beating Bereska, who was good there. She had to travel a little bit wide. Petite Palace kicked on, and Just Precious number 1 gets that 4th spot. 4, 2, 6 and 1. So Matt Dunn, who's been on a working holiday in Japan, having a look at some of the foals and the yearlings there, and he's not here, but the team are going great guns at the moment, and he'd be delighted. Watching from Japan, no doubt, this filly by time test, making it 3 on the trot. Murwillumbah Lismore, now Eagle Farm. I believe she was an inexpensive buy. I just had a quick look, Paul. $7,000 online. So a very nice filly who's got speed to burn. She controlled it in front, and she was too good.
Yeah, we've got Holly Julius here representing Matty Dunn, who apparently is in Japan at the moment.
Yeah, he's over in Japan checking out the sales and checking out the training tracks over there, and yeah, seeing how different it is to us.
This horse, Without Parallel, remains undefeated now. The test today was 1,200. She passed that.
Yeah, that's it. She stepped up from country grade and she's done it in fine style. She's a horse with a bit of class. She's definitely going places, and we're very excited to see where she's going.
She looked great in the yard. She's run up to her looks. 1,200 today. Is there any other plans that you're aware of, or just get through today?
Just get through today. We'll leave that up to Matthew.
And when's he due back?
Tomorrow.
All right, so the holiday's nearly come to an end. Well done today, Holly. Enjoy it.
Thank you very much.
All right, race number 2, Without Parallel, now 3 from 3. They've run 110.99 home in 34.88. Margin was a long neck.
Red light. Set to run. Starter holds. They're racing now at the mile. Northern Decree almost anticipated the start. It was about third away in the end. Aerial Dancer showing good speed off the inside to lead Chinchilla ahead. Just Flying's going forward on their outside. Merchant Flyers fourth. And on the inside, Northern Decree. Then Yet He Moves, Galifianakis, Connecticut. And 2 lengths away, Old Song. Chinchilla ahead with its lightweight has taken up the lead now. At the 1,100 metres mark, leads by a length and a quarter. Just Flying second. Aerial Dancer took the trail in third. 1.5 away to Merchant Flyer, working up into fourth spot on the outside of the well-tried Northern Decree, who's 3 back the inside, fifth. 1 length away, Yet He Moves, then Galifianakis. Second to last, Connecticut, and Old Song is last of all. And at halfway, about 10 off the leader. Chinchilla ahead ensures a good gallop here, leading by a length and a half. Second spot, the outside, Just Flying. Third, Aerial Dancer. 2.5 away next, Northern Decree and Merchant Flyer. They're together at the 550, about to peel out wider and make their runs. Another 2 lengths away, Galifianakis, Yet He Moves, Connecticut, and Old Song is last of all. Chinchilla ahead at the 400 metres mark, quickly tackled by Just Flying. Northern Decrees trying for a split in between runners. It presents now. Aerial Dancer, Galifianakis went back to the far side, and in turn, Yet He Moves sweeps upon the lead at the 150 metre mark. Yet He Moves hit the front from Just Flying. Connecticut's running on very late, but it's Yet He Moves in front, and Yet He Moves just a bit too strong for Just Flying. Second, third Connecticut, and fourth Galifianakis. Then further back to Old Song, Northern Decree and Merchant Flyer. With the next pair in, Chinchilla ahead, and Aerial Dancer didn't fire at all today, and she was one of the last ones in.
Well, he's pretty good fresh. He was last prep, placed at the Sunny Coast, and today he goes a little bit better. He gets up, Yet He Moves. No public trials. The Bubble Chica offside on, Norton bit off, so significant gear changes with him, and a happy result. Trained by Chris Waller, ridden by Kyle. Just Flying was good there. He did a bit of work to get outside the leader. He fought hard. He didn't lie down at all. And then we had number 10, Connecticut, running a much better race today, up to the 1600. Galifianakis went back to the inside, and it's been a good performance by him, so he's back in good order as well. He gets fourth, so 3, 6, 10 and 1 after the third here, Paul.
Thank you very much for that, Maxie, as we try and find Lofty from the Chris Waller stable. It's usually pretty easy to spot. He's taller than me, but he's not here at the moment. So we'll whiz through those numbers: 3, 6, 10 and 1, a time of 1:36.18. The last 600 of 35.95, the margin of short neck by a length. So 3, 6, 10 and 1 across the line in race number 3. And he's casually making his way around the corner now, Lofty, and he's in no rush. A bit not like Yet He Moves. That was a good effort. Came from well back. Speed looked solid, and he's really just rocketed right over top of them there late. Good ride by Kyle Wilson-Taylor as well on the Chris Waller trained 5-year-old, son of Adelaide. Win number 6 at start number 29. And as you said, Maxie, a couple of gear changes there. The Bubble Chica going on and the Norton bit coming off. But just too strong today first up. Hadn't won first up in the past, but had been placed 3 from 4 previously. Loves a soft track, so that was probably a key for him today. And he was too good. All right, well, Lofty's turned around and gone the other way, so we won't be getting an interview off him today. But those numbers again, 3, 6, 10 and 1. That takes us away from the third here at Eagle Farm. Let's get to Gosford. All right, Kyle, a first up win there for the Waller stable. Yeah,
it's great. Chris has been a really good supporter of mine in recent time, and been doing a bit of work there and getting the reward, so it's terrific.
Were you confident coming into the race? No trial. First up form looked okay.
Yeah, you can never discount Mr. Waller. He's best trainer in the country for a reason, and this horse was forward and just needed that sort of variety. He loves to switch off early and present at the right time, and it all worked out for him today.
You must have been confident at the top of the straight. You looked to have plenty underneath you.
Yeah, I did, and just wanted to... I probably got there a bit soon, and he switched off late, but it's good signs going forward throughout the preparation.
Great stable to ride a winner for, mate. Well done.
Thank you.
Successful in the Ramornie earlier in the week aboard Shah of Goma. Now, a deal of humour. The outsider of the field loads away, and we're set to run. Ready, and they're racing now, and the drover missed it. Missed it a length and a half. This will be the one, was clearly the first out. Chica Mojito's going to drive through underneath it now, and shortly after the start, Chica Mojito's going to lead. This will be the one. Kibosh will tuck in for the trail third. Brookhaven a little keen 4. The drover's picked up to be 5th, the inside of a deal of humour. Then Cosmic Vega, and last is Chrysaor. So Chica Mojito at the 1200 metres mark. She's going to try and do it all here today. She leads 3/4 of a length. The race race favourite. In second spot, This Will Be the One, and Kibosh with the nice trail in third. 1 length away in fourth, Brookhaven, who's settled a fraction better now at the 1,000 metres mark. The Drover is 50 inside, then A Deal of Humour. 1 3/4 away, Cosmic Vega, and Chrysaor is last of all, and would spot one of his stable mates about 7 lengths at the halfway point. Chikamahito in front, 3/4 clear. This Will Be the One as they back it off mid-race. Third is Kibosh, and fourth the outside, Brookhaven. Then followed A Deal of Humour, and the Drover tucked away the rail. 2 lengths away, Cosmic Vega and Chrysaor. Approaching the home turn, 500 metres left to run, and what shapes as a dash home. Chikamahito's in front, leading by a length and a half now to This Will Be the One. Kibosh in third. Then followed Cosmic Vega, the Drover. A Deal of Humour. Brookhaven's been eased up out of it. 200 metres left to run. Chikamahito in front, but all out. Kibosh is the challenger. Then This Will Be the One. Chikamahito's about a half clear, but Kibosh is going to it with every stride. Kibosh moved up to Chikamahito, and Kibosh is going to be too strong. Back-to-back wins for Wooler. Kibosh beats Chikamahito. Third, This Will Be the One, and fourth, Chrysaor. Cosmic Vega next in, then followed by the Drover, A Deal of Humour, and unfortunately, Brookhaven has gone a miss at the 200 metre mark. Ryder has dismounted.
Well, Chris Waller with another winner, and with the same rider up, Kyle Wilson-Taylor. Kibosh travelling beautifully coming down the side of the course. He was on the bit and ready to get out after Chikamahito, who, well, she'll never get a better opportunity to win a race. This will be the one handed up to her. I know it might have been out of a comfort zone in front, but she only had 52.5, and he's just sort of went on by. So Kibosh is back, bobbing up today at around about $10 or $11. He's been able to finish best to score. Chikamahito, she gets second, and then number 7, This Will Be the One, and Chrysaor. He and the other, Cosmic Vega, really had no chance the way that race was run. They were too far back, giving the leaders about 6 lengths, Paul. It was all playing in the favour of this favourite, but Kibosh, he had something else to say about it.
That's exactly right, Maxie. Now, Lofty, who just dodged us in the previous race, he said, I'll speak to you after this race and we'll talk about Chikamahito. Well, I am speaking to you, but we're speaking about the wrong horse. Kibosh knocks us off.
Yeah, it looked the right race for the filly today, but Kibosh, just off that little let up, he's raced very well last prep. He loves the mile. Kyle's got a really good understanding of him. He came down, worked him Tuesday, and he said he's in a great headspace.
He just seemed to be in the right spot. He was perched right behind Chika. He had all the cover. Chika didn't have any pressure, but she also didn't kick as well as we would have hoped with the light weight, and he just trucked straight past her.
Yeah, he's just one of those horses, when he strikes a bit of form, he's really honest. He loves Eagle Farm here, and as you said, just got the suck run and got out and just had that sprint in his legs today.
Well, the favourite might have got beaten, but you walk away with the Quinella. You had the previous winner as well. Not a bad day at the office.
No, and a nice early finish, so thanks.
All right, thanks, Lofty. Thanks for talking to us this time around. 4, 9, 7 and 1. They are your numbers for race number 4, a time of 1:36.86, and they zipped home in 34.41. Margins 1.5 by 1 3/4. Deja vu, Kyle. How long's this been going on?
I know, it's good. The carnival's gone, and all the Sydney jocks are gone home, so it gives us a crack now, and that's good. Chris, he had a chat to me during the carnival and said that once it goes, I'll be straight back in there. So it's great, and like I said before, it's great to get these opportunities, and even better to make the most of them.
Chris Waller loves jockeys in form. Obviously, when you're riding those winners for him, it's even better. The last 2 rides have been copybook.
Yeah, it helps when you draw gates and have really well prepared horses, and I galloped him on Tuesday, and he's one of my favourite horses, that horse. So I was really happy to get that victory.
Spanish Treasure right up to it, drawn in close. Bit of movement out wide. Pierre Targa, the one on the toe. Now an attendant climbing in with Spanish Treasure, who wanted to sit on the back of the gate. Right now they're racing, and Spanish Treasure left well off the inside. Pretty Dubious showing speed. Stick to the Script out wide as running into second and third as they hit that first quarter. Just off those on settling down as Britannia Rose, who settles fourth. Better Luck Next Time, Deceitful Miss. 2 lengths away, Pierre Targa. Then followed Special Artist, Stra Dans, and Alpha Sophie is last of all. Down the side at the 700, Pretty Dubious in front, leading a length and a quarter. Stick to the Script in second. Spanish Treasure third. A length and a half away, Britannia Rose fourth. Better Luck Next Time, Keen behind fifth. Then Deceitful Miss, Stras Dans, Pierre Targa. A long way back as Special Artist, and the well-tried Alpha Sophie will have to circle the ball or come through in between runners. It's last, topping the straight. Pretty Dubious with the shades on, shows up by a length. Spanish Treasure back to the far side with Better Luck Next Time. Stick to the Script. Alpha Sophie's run up behind them and is about to get the split now. She's coming home hard. 150 to go. Spanish Treasure hit a slender lead. Alpha Sophie about a head away. They're going to fight the finish out. Alpha Sophie might be going home a bit the better. It is from last to first. Alpha Sophie, a big win. Beat Spanish Treasure. Photo third. Deceitful Miss. Stick to the Script or Special Artist. Then further back to Britannia Rose. Next in Pierre Targa, Stras Dans, and Pretty Dubious was towards the tail end of the field.
Well, that's been some performance, Alpha Sophie. She couldn't keep up through the first half. She was stone motherless last, and then all of a sudden, she's on heels at about the 700, really trucking into the race. She had to alter course, and she's managed to get up and score, reminiscent of Mum, who used to be a powerful finisher as well. So I think Jason's got a pretty smart filly on his hand here by Capitalist. Alpha Sophie, $3.80 and $1.50. Spanish Treasure, number 8, gets second. I think Stick to the Script is there for the minors. Deceitful Miss, number 13, was running a pretty good race and is in that photo for third. So let's just wait until we get that third number as we get closer here. The heads are bobbing. We just need to roll on an extra stride or two. This is the head-on vision, and Pretty Dubious has had enough of it in the Rob Heathcote colours, and she's had to switch back towards the inside, CJ, and Alpha Sophie has balanced up, put the ears back, and she's got up to score. So confirming those numbers, 11, 8, 6, and then 13. That's race 5, Eagle Farm.
I got winning trainer with me, Jason Edwards. I spoke to you before the race, Jason, and we said there's something about this filly. That was very, very impressive.
Yeah, it was. I was a little bit worried early on where we ended up, and we had a wall of horse in front of us and looked a little bit hairy there at one stage, but CJ knew what she was doing and the horse was too good.
Has she always shown you a fair bit? She's a lovely horse to look at.
Yeah, she has. She is a lovely horse to look at, but she's still not quite there yet. I know in 6 months' time she'll be better again. And just mentally, too, she's still a little bit immature. You've seen her sort of prick in her ears and have a look at the winning post. And I know she's a horse with plenty of upside going forward.
I think she does for sure, Jason. She might be the star of the stable going forward. Great result.
Awesome, thank you.
Righto, CJ, from last to first. Well done.
Yeah, thank you. I was everywhere I didn't want to be on paper, as it turned out, but I'm glad I didn't get there any sooner, because in the finish, you know, I thought she'd done it quite comfortably. She even had a chance to prick the ears and have a bit of a look around, but plenty of upside to her because nothing really went smoothly, like I said. She wanted to over-race a little bit along the back, and I went for a gap that was there and closed in front of me. I had to switch back to the inside. So for her to be so young and cope with all that and still finish off the way she did, and I think she's been a pretty handy one as well.
Well done, CJ.
Thank you very much.
Maximum Output and Superb, who's been racing in very good form of late, will be the last to load to the outside gate. So Superb goes in now, and we're set to run. Red lights and they're racing. Appen Girl off the inside, about a length slow. Wanda Rock showed no speed. She's out the back last. Flaming Conquest, the first one out from Vodka Martini. Into third spot, Maximum Output, 2 lengths away. Brereton 4, Superb fifth, the fraction deep at the moment. Appen Girl closest to the inside, and last is Wanda Rock 6 off the leader. Flaming Conquest gifted the front at the 600, leads a length and a quarter. Vodka Martini second, third the outside. Maximum Output, Superb sliding fourth. forward. Up to 4 spot at the point of the bend. Brereton behind it, then Appen Girl. And Wanda Rocks is last of all. Flaming Conquest at the 300 metres mark. About a length and a half clear from Maximum Output. Vodka Martini back to the far side. Superb next. Brereton's behind. Those not doing enough at the moment. Wanda Rocks has gone past it. 100 metres left to run. Superb and Wanda Rocks have hit the front together. Wanda Rocks and Superb. Wanda Rocks over the top late. Beat Superb. Third, Brereton got going very late, but he was never really a winning chance. Appen Girl next in. Then Flaming Conquest, Maximum Output and Vodka Martini.
Wanda Rocks has got up. Swamping him the home straight. I don't know what happened at the start there, whether we could get a look at the start, even the lateral shot there of her jumping out of the gates, but she looked very awkward. Superb was terrific too, obliged to race 3 deep in the breeze all the way, and Brereton, I think he had his chance today, so just waiting for confirmation of the numbers, but Wanda Rocks, trained by Lindsay Hatch in Toowoomba, ridden by Kobe Vittler. She's not a great big mare, so she's done a pretty good job under the 58 kilos, even allowing for Cody's claim. She still had a fair bit to carry there. Wanda Rocks. Now, let's just have a look at the start here with her. She just jumped awkwardly and inwards, and you get a big Superb on the outside. She might get a bit of a squeeze up at this point here. And that was pretty ugly, you know, the start of a 1,000-metre race. So all of a sudden, Paul, she's stone motherless last, but she's had last shot of it in the straight. She gets up to win her 11th start at start 22. That's a great record.
And they've come home in 33.86, so you can only imagine what she's come home in. Overall time of 57.69, so a big win there for Wanda Rocks. She loves the 1,000 metres around here, and she's done it again. We're just waiting for the Hatchman to come around the corner. I can see him in the distance. He's not going to hit the line quite as hard as his horse, but as long as he gets here eventually, I suppose. Here he comes now. Well done, Lindsay. Thanks, Paul. I'll get you to come over here and we'll have a quick chat because things didn't go to plan. They're coming out of the gates.
No, I was sick after they went 400 metres, to be truthful. She didn't look to be comfortable, but she's a grouse little mare. Her record says that, and there you go. That's the things she can do.
We just saw her head on of the start. She got squeezed coming out of the gates, then she got knocked again probably 50 metres later. So it wasn't her fault she was out there. It's just the way things turned out. But she probably had an extra string to a bow with that finish.
Yeah, that's for sure. It was a good effort, and she's never been in that sort of situation. But hands her record, she can handle anything. We love her.
Kobe Vittler, 3 kilo apprentice, he handled that well too because I bet he didn't think he'd be out there.
No, he did. He handled it good.
And what do we do with her now? Do we just keep finding 1,000-metre races at Eagle Farm?
I'll have a look, see if she pulls up. I like to gap her runs. She seems to thrive with a 4 or 5 week route between runs, so she'll go out the farm on Monday. We'll work out where we go from there.
She's won 11 from 22. She's been in the Quinella 16 of 22. You've done a good job with her.
Yeah, it's a great record. Thanks, Paul.
Great effort there, Kobe, because things didn't go to plan out of the gates.
No, not at all. She halved a little rear as the gates opened, and we completely missed the kick and just got squeezed all the way back. And at that point, you've got to take your medicine and just try and follow the best horse that's going to take you into it, which we did. We followed Campton's horse, and it's a pretty nice horse, and I knew he dragged me into the straight.
It was only a small field, so you could overcome that sort of trouble. But coming to the turn, did you think you were still a chance to get home over all of them?
Well, honestly, we got flushed pretty wide, and I was like, I just don't think she probably has that sustainability. But look, she's proven again she's a 1,000-metre weapon here, so look, she's just proven again that she's just that good.
It's been exciting to ride a winner in town for Lindsay.
Yeah, I had a few winners for him in Toowoomba and the provincial, so yeah, finally to get one on the board for him in town's be even better.
Good on you, Kobe. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Was a bit of running around, wasn't there? 10-8, 3-12 past the post.
Yeah, that'll affect your first fours, punters, so take a note of that one. Protest 5th verse 4th as we head up to Mitch to call them home in race 7 here at Eagle Farm.
And they've tried a number of runners. Gates open, they're off and racing now. Liberty Steps was slow to move, missed it by a length. One of the first out, Big Boy George, Cho Yu and Holy Flash left well. Just off those is Bindy's Choice in around 4th as they settle down. It's Big Boy George taking it up after 250 metres from Cho Yu, and then followed Holy Flash and Ringer's Reward, and Bindy's Choice settles down 5th, going to that first bend. 2 lengths away, Dream Lantern, Shan Star on the rail. A length away to Pivotal Lad and then Central Park. Hoot and Holler, Flywheel, Liberty Steps is last. 800 metres left to run. Big Boy George at a controlled gallop leading 3/4. Cho O.U. in second. Holy Flash is third. Ringer's Reward races in fourth. Then Bindy's Choice and Dream Lantern. 2.5 lengths away to Shan Star, Pivotal Lad. The backmarkers would need a wriggle on. Flywheel. Further back, Hoot and Holler, Central Park, and Liberty Steps is last. 12 off the leader. Big Boy George at the 400 metres mark at the top of the lane. Tried to kick away by 2 to Cho O.U. Holy Flash, Ringer's Reward, Dream Lantern given its cue. Bindy's Choice behind those, then Flywheel, and next is Pivotal Lad at the furlong pole. Cho O.U. went up to Big George and struck the front. They're clear at the moment from Dream Lantern and Pivotal Lad. Cho O.U.'s doing enough with 50 to go. Cho O.U. beat Big Boy George and third Pivotal Lad. Kemra fourth, Flywheel or Bindy's Choice, then Dream Lantern. Holy Flash further back to Ringer's Reward. Next in behind those Liberty Steps towards the tail end, Hoot and Holler, Shan Star and Central Park.
18, 10, 7 and 19. Number 19, Flywheel, will get that fourth. And in fifth spot will be Bindy's Choice. Cho O.U., trained by Barry Lockwood, ridden by Luke Dempsey, has been able to get the money. He put him right up there on the speed today, whereas last start at Ipswich, around the tighter turning track, he was back in a little bit of bother, finding the line late. But today, Luke had him right up there. Up in second, third spot early, and he's been too strong. He's out-toughed them at the end of the 1,400 metres. So a good clear-cut win to number 18, Cho O.U. He's a 5-year-old by Territories and had a little bit of a freshen up. Don't know that he ran the mile that day, Paul, at Eagle Farm here. Freshened up, good last start and even better today.
That's it, Maxie, and no doubt Luke Dempsey putting the horse into the race made a huge difference today. A horse that has often been flashing, has had a few hard luck stories, but when up on speed today, you knew he was tough through the line, and he certainly out-toughed them in a race dominated by those up near speed. So 18, 10, 7 and 19, the numbers across the line. I'm just looking for Barry, but he's not here at the moment. I know he was down at the Gold Coast earlier today. He produced a horse called Insane, which won by about half the straight down there earlier today. So I know Luke, he rode Insane and made his way back up here, but I'm just not sure if Barry was as quick as Luke. So we can't speak to Barry at the moment, but we will grab Luke when he comes back in. Do we know if Barry's on his way back or not? No, that's all right. It's all right. 18, 10, 7 and 19, the numbers across the line. So we'll just wait to speak to Luke. They ran 123.69 and they came home in 35.89. The margins were 1 by 1. Good dominant performance, Cho O.U., and was spec'd, as we said, hit a high of $12. I think went off at about the $9 quote. So a good little late go for the 18 Cho O.U. And I think that'll prove a reasonably strong form reference, although the back markers never seem to get warm today. 18, 10, 7 and 19 across the line. Yeah, Luke Dempsey was down at the Gold Coast earlier today. I don't know if it was the first when he rode a horse called Insane, which won by a big space, and he's jumped in the car, come up the M1, and here he is now booting home a win at Eagle Farm. So the Gold Coast into Eagle Farm double for Luke, the Irishman, and he's just unsettling now. But performance to do that in a day. He must have liked Insane, and he obviously likes this horse as well. A big effort by, and he's taking off the saddle. He's having a chat, and we'll grab him shortly for a chat ourselves. He's having a great run here at the moment. And as we said, Cho O.U. Just too good for them today. And we'll grab Luke quickly. Lukey, quick chat, mate. It's been a big day for you. I was just saying you've been to the Gold Coast first on your way up here. You've had a couple of winners.
Yeah, a couple of winners. So it's been a good day so far.
Take us through this one, first of all. A lot closer to the action today.
Yeah, he was actually. I didn't really want to be as close as I was, but he jumped well, and kind of from there he was going to have to go forward. He was going to get caught a bit deep, so but he's travelled nicely through the run. He was tough to up the straight. He's fought it out good. When
you were that close to them on the turn with the strength of finish this bloke, Scott, he was going to be hard to beat.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's tough and he rounded out well.
Now, You did sneak down to the Gold Coast this morning to ride one called Insane. Won by a big margin. Nice horse.
Yeah, he's quite a smart horse. He's still a bit green and does things a little bit wrong still, but once he puts it all together, he'll be a really nice horse.
Gold Coast Eagle Farm double. That's pretty unique. Well done.
Yeah, cheers. Thank you.
Luke Dempsey has ridden 2 winners today in 2 different venues. Okay, that takes us away from the 7th here at Eagle Farm.
$1,200 metres. In fact, here is Lead Me On, about to come up and complete it. Benzu is the favourite. Draw the inside gate. Sets and they're racing now, and Benzu, one of the first out with Neil on the outside. 2 lengths away, Lead Me On, sliding across into third, and might just slot him one off in the end. Good piece of riding that through the first 200 metres. 10 Good Reasons fourth, and then followed Kiwi Spirit. A length and a half away, Got Gumption, Bolshevik Road, and last of all is Joppa Lane. So down the side of the track at the 800 metres mark, and it's Benzu at a controlled gallop, 3/4 clear. Neil racing second up on the leaders' flanks now. 1.5 away, Lead Me On, travelling strongly third. Kiwi Spirit 4. Then 10 Good Reasons, Bolshevik Road on the rail. Next is Got Gumption and Joppa Lane as last, but it's a packing field, 4 lengths top end to tail. Around the corner, Benzu sticking towards the inside, quickly joined by Lead Me On at the 350, and they dash 2 lengths clear of Neil, and then 10 Good Reasons, Kiwi Spirit, and further back Joppa Lane running on. Lead Me On at the 200 metres mark, beat off Benzu, 10 Good Reasons whacking away, and then follow Joppa Lane. Lead Me On's in front, 75 left to run. 10 Good Reasons about a length away. Lead Me On wanted to duck out there. He's won. Lead Me On will win it from 10 Good Reasons. He tried to take a left-hand turn at the 50-metre mark, the winner. Joppa Lane's run third, and then Kiwi Spirit, Bolshevik Road. Neil Benzu didn't finish the race off, and Got Gumption last.
All right, so Lead Me On gets a half a length margin over 10 Good Reasons and Joppa Lane, and then Kiwi Spirit, and then Benzu. But we need to have a look at what actually happened there with Lead Me On at around the 100 metres mark, ridden by Kobe Vittler. There are the placings, 1, 9, 8 and 5, and he just shied at something. You can see he's not fully concentrating on the job at hand, and he shifted out there, but to what degree, we'll find out when we have a look at the head-on. So he's going strongly at this point. Head half sort of cocked to the left. 10 Good Reasons behind. He had to take hold on 10 Good Reasons. Yeah. I'd say no. I'd say 10 Good Reasons wasn't going to catch him. That's my opinion. But we just have a look here at this leader and see how far he does shift out in front of the runner-up. He's going straight. He sort of shifted in half a horse there, but it's here that he does that turn. And that's what? 2 strides from the post. Too close to the post for mine. But anyway, Lead Me On, he was over racing early. It looked a little bit ugly, but he's been too good. The runner-up was great there, 10 Good Reasons. And Joppa Lane finishing strongly wide out. Then Kiwi Spirit, and the disappointment, clearly Benzu. I don't know what happened there, Paul, but we'll have to see what happens here, whether there is an objection. But number 1 is on the frame, Lead Me On.
All right, we will have a look at the head-on, Maxi, and I suppose the jockeys will come in and have a chat with Connections, but we've got a representative of the Anderson Yard here in Andrew, and Chris, obviously not here today, but Lead Me On has been building up to a win like that.
Yeah, mate, he's sort of had a good first prep. He won the debut at the Magic Millions for us. It was a super run. Didn't quite come up for the second prep, but he's put the writing on the wall with a few good runs and finally got a decent run in transit, and showed us what he could do.
He's got that real sharp electric turn of foot when he gets the timing right, and Kobe got that timing right today.
Yeah, he did. This first time at the 1200 was sort of going to be a bit of a question mark, but Kobe gave him a really great ride, got him a little bit of cover and pulled him out at the right time and sort of put him away, so it was super effort.
Well, let's hope he hangs on to that one. I don't think there'll be any danger of losing it, but I suppose everyone's got an entitlement to follow up with whatever they want to do, but we'll keep an eye out for that. Otherwise, go enjoy it.
Absolutely. Thanks to the owners, and Kobe, great ride, mate. Thank you.
All right, we'll grab Kobe really quickly while you've just booted home a city double, so we might as well say well done.
Nah, thank you very much.
Just late there, lost the plot when it saw the winning post or semaphore board.
Yeah, look, he got to the front pretty easy, and I thought I had a lot of horse there, but when I asked, he was pretty hesitant to use himself. And then, like you said, in the last 100, he just kind of wanted to throw the race away himself. But he'll take confidence and improvement off that run.
I think it'll be sweet, but if we've got to go to the stewards room, you've got to go to the stewards room. But I'd say the margin and the distance to the post, I think you'll be okay.
No worries, thank you very much.
All right, Kobe, go and enjoy it, mate. A winning double for Kobe Vittler today. 1, 9, 8 and 5. We'll update everyone at home if there is any more to be heard before correct weight on the 8th. Not giving too much away there. 11, 7, 14 and 5 as they load up well for the last. Mitch Manners, he's caused all the action today and he'll call them home in the last.
Out to 7 first up, Town Crier. And here's Defiant Spirit, the last to load. And we're just about ready to run. So Casper Nova, well-tried favourite for the last today. 1,200. Set. Zelgaria on the toe, drawn in close. Racing now. And Casper Nova left well. Town Crier showing speed. Likewise, Give Giggle, Zelgaria. And then followed by Defiant Spirits. The line of 4 early. It's Zelgaria, Just Michelle. 3 out Give Giggles, 4 out Town Crier. 2 lengths away next, Defiant Spirit up on the outside of Bonnet Affair. Another 2.5 away to Sky Wolf. Casper Nova's gone back. Third last now in the run. Back on the inside, Crafty Eagle and Bullion Boy is last. 650 left to run. Town Crier eventually found the top. Leading by a neck. Give Giggles in second. A length away, Zelgaria third. Michelle fourth. 2 away next, Defiant Spirit. The outside of Bonnet Affair. Sky Wolf trying to creep forward wider. Casper Nova held up at the moment. Third last, then Bullion Boy and Crafty Eagle. 300 metres left to run. Town Crier quickly joined up on the outside by Give Giggles, but there's a kick there for Town Crier at the furlong. Now Casper Nova's out 2 lengths away, and then follow Defiant Spirit. Bullion Boy's running on for the back. Here's a finish. Town Crier all out. Bullion Boy the far side. Give Giggles and Casper Nova. Bullion Boy. It's a first up crush. Bullion Boy late will beat either Casper Nova, Give Giggles or Town Crier. 4 stretched across the track, but it's the drifter Bullion Boy to get up late from Bonnet Affair in 5th, and then Michelle, Sky Wolf, Zelgaria, Crafty Eagle, Defiant Spirit.
Well, Georgie Cartwright plotting a path in the straight on Bullion Boy, coming from off a very, very fast tempo there to get up and score, having his first up run since early December. So we take our hats off to Lindsay Goff. He's been very patient with Bullion Boy. Last time he was first up, he ran second at Doomben to Compelling Truth. That was August last year. First up this time has been able to make up significant progress on those leaders who did go hard. Casper Nova gets second, number 7. We're just waiting to see whether it's Town Crier or Give Giggles. Heads are bobbing there. And then a gap away to number 14, Bonnet Affair, who was over racing throughout. Paul, well done to the Lindsay Goff team. He's always had a lot of ability, this horse, and we just saw there why.
Oh, exactly, Maxie. He ran up to his looks. He looked terrific in the yard, and there was no money for him, but Georgina's managed to sort of cut through the ruck there and slice a way through and